Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, the start of this morning, the Australian dollar is still pretty much unchanged, with the recent updates of issues ranging between potential US government shutdown, interest rates, uncertainty to next week with the Fed due to possibly hike rates on the 20th of December, and also Brexit surroundings of whether it will be a hard or soft landing, and also slowing global growth. The fact is the Australian dollar has been keeping in a tight range for the last 4 days, or at least 5. It is assessed, though, that the market should pose further threat to the downside, but it needs to take out this level at 71.90. If we get a move through there, and if we break 80, then this will confirm the move down to 71.35 to 70.85. Any rallies should still find resistance around 72.45 to 72.90 as a sell zone. Euro also was hardly unchanged, considering the fact that the ECB came out overnight and said it will end the quantitative easing era, with bond buying programs to end this month and maturing debt to be reinstated past of the next hikes not due till December 2019. Surprisingly, though, as I mentioned, the euro didn't move. But nevertheless, the dollar index is still flirting around 97, and I do expect to see further weakness coming into play and look down towards 113.35 and lower to 112.60, with the objective holding at 111.60.80. Now, the dollar index is still maintaining its view to, or my call that is, at 98. Let's see where we go from there. The dollar yen is nudging higher and now close to the resistance of 60.65. On the day, should see further indication towards the upside of the bulls of try and attempt to take the challenge to 114.20, where I do anticipate potentially profit taking. Support on the day still remains around 112.70. The pound pretty much holding underneath the resistance of 127.2050 and was relatively quiet overnight considering the previous day's surge. Still, Theresa May has still got quite a lot on her hands when she goes over to Brussels to try and renegotiate with the European leaders. But this looks uncertain, as they did say there was no plan B and clearly stated that any withdrawal agreement will not be reopened. So I do expect to see the pound holding to this descending triangle with the measured move seen at 122 to 124. The gold is eased back slightly overnight, but still, nevertheless, the market is holding above the support level of 1,236. I do anticipate the market to rally onto 55.60 as a target and reassess from there. And to wrap up with oil, well, the market rallied overnight over 3% and now looks towards the region of $54.10 and maybe up to $55.40.70. As long as we maintain the level of 49.80.90 as a support, then my bullish case is still there. We did get to a low of 50.47 yesterday, so the rebound was welcomed and therefore could see further demand. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day and a great start to the new weekend.